What if I told you the soul doesn't disappear after death, but begins a journey so profound, so intimate, that language barely touches it? Ram Dass, the teacher who walked the path from Harvard professor to spiritual guide, spoke about death not as an ending, but as a beautiful unfolding, a returning, a remembering. He reminded us, you don't go anywhere. You just take off the tight shoe. So imagine this. Your body is still. Your breath has stopped. But suddenly, you are more awake than you have ever been. You are watching everything, feeling everything. Except now, you're free from the identity, the personality, the stories you once thought were you. The soul is not gone. It's just stepping out of costume. And according to the teachings Ram Dass shared, the first moments after death are not darkness. They are clarity, a dissolving of illusion, the beginning of your return to who you truly are. If you've ever lost someone and wondered where they are, if you've ever sensed there's more than this physical life, then stay close, breathe, and open your heart, because what you're about to hear might soften your fear of death, and might even remind you how to live. Drop your reflections in the comments. We read each one. If your presence adds to this space, we'll mark it with a heart dot, and if you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications. Let's grow this conscious community together. Ready? Let's begin. The first moments after death, Ram Dass said, the moment the body dies, awareness doesn't stop. In fact, it blooms. You see your life not as a timeline, but as energy, as love given and love withheld. You feel the residues of every intention, every compassion, every fear. There's no external judge. The judging mind dissolves. Your higher consciousness is the witness. And in those first days, the soul lingers close to the body, not trapped, not confused, just gently untying the knots of identity, ego, attachment. It feels the grief in the room. It hears the prayers. It sees the love. And in quiet moments, it may brush the heart of someone who is deeply connected. A familiar warmth, a sudden calm, a wave of emotion without explanation. Not imagination. Recognition. The shift by the fourth day. The soul begins to turn inward and upward. The physical world softens. A pull forms toward what Ram Dass called the soul's home frequency. Spiritual guides appear. Some family. Some beings of compassion you've known beyond time. Not to judge. To welcome. They remind you, you are not alone. You never were. Entering the soul realm between the first week and the second, the soul travels deeper into what Ram Dass often described as the planes of consciousness, realms that reflect your inner truth. If your life was anchored in love, service, awakening, you feel expansion. If fear, desire, or anger still cling, you may pass through layers that mirror those vibrations. Not punishment, just clarity. Awareness creates reality. Here, thoughts are the environment. Love is the light. Some souls pause here, learning to let go. Others rise smoothly, guided by grace. The hall of insight around days 10 to 20. A deeper revelation unfolds. The soul remembers, not just the life it left, but many lifetimes. Patterns become clear. Lessons reveal themselves. The design of your journey shines like a tapestry. You meet wiser beings, compassionate teachers of the subtle realms. They don't shame you. They simply show you. And the soul, humbled by truth and held by love, chooses its next step. Continue learning here? Return to earth to grow more? Serve? Heal? Guide? All choice. No force, not only evolution. The higher self around day 30. A sacred moment comes. You meet the deepest you, the timeless you, the luminous self Ram Dass spoke of so often. This isn't a reflection. It is home. Pure presence, pure love, pure truth. Here, fear dissolves. Identity melts. Only consciousness remains, and the soul knows. Everything was practice for this remembering. The 40-day threshold by day 40. The journey stabilizes. The soul aligns with its next chapter. Return in service. Continue evolving beyond form. Or join soul companions in realms of healing and guidance. Ram Dass taught. We are all just walking each other home. And death doesn't break that. It deepens. Love remains the only real currency. Everything else falls away. The question is never, what did you have? But how much did you love? Your invitation. Now this isn't about fearing death. It's about waking up to life. Every act of kindness, every moment of forgiveness, every breath taken with awareness builds your soul's path. You are not a body having a spiritual moment. You are a soul having a human one. So ask yourself gently, what choice can I make today that my soul will thank me for on its journey? If this touched your heart, share your thoughts below. Subscribe for more conscious conversations, and send this to someone who needs peace. The journey doesn't begin when you die. It begins the moment you remember who you are. Now, let's dedicate 5 minutes to meditation together. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths, and just let yourself go.